Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Austrian Adventure and the final episode of Season 1. And in this final episode here today, we face off with LASK, SV Ried and Wolfsberger in the final 3 games of the league. So, that's been going really well since the last episode. Played 4 games off camera in the championship group, and we didn't lose a single one of them. We played Salzburg twice as well, and we actually beat Salzburg away from home. We'll get to that in a second, but actually going into these final 3 games of the season, we have a chance to win the title. A very, very slim chance, but we have a chance. We're 5 points off Salzburg with only 3 games to go, so after this game today, it may be all over, and to be honest, it probably will be all over, because we're facing our bogey team, LASK first of all. They're actually the worst team in the group, as you see there, with 20 points. We're 14 points better off than them, so yeah, we shouldn't fear them as much as I do, to be honest, but I do. And also Salzburg are away to SV Ried. But saying that, on the other hand, though, if we beat LASK away from home today and Salzburg lose, we'll only be 2 points behind with 2 games to go. And then we really can start thinking that we can win the title. But, of course, we still expect Salzburg to win the title. But we put ourselves in a good position, which is great. We're also 2 points clear of fierce rivals Rapid Vienna in 3rd place. And we're 6 points clear of Wolfsberger as well. In terms of the continental places, I did touch on it a little bit in the last episode there. So obviously, as I said, the first team who finishes first qualifies for the Champions League group stage. Team who finishes second qualifies for the Champions League par 3rd qualifying round. 3rd is Europa Conference League 3rd qualifying round. And 4th is Europa Conference League 3rd qualifying round. I don't quite know why that is. What is going on? Depending on winner of the Austrian FA. Where's the Europa League gone? Europa League's disappeared. Who won the Austrian FA Cup? I actually have no idea who won the Austrian FA Cup. It's best that we check that out, actually. Salzburg won the Austrian FA Cup. I don't know quite why the Europa League has disappeared off here. As you can see, it's only Champions League and Europa Conference League. Where's the Europa League gone? Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that, to be honest. I don't quite know where the Europa League place has gone in the league. It's disappeared. There must be a reason behind it, of course, but I can't wrap my head around it at the moment. But if you get top 2, I know for a fact that you're going to qualify for the Champions League. Of course, top place goes straight to the group stage, which will probably be Salzburg. But second, and we have a chance of playing Champions League football next season. I still think it'll be a tough ask, even if we get to second place, because obviously what sort of team we're going to meet in the 3rd qualifying round and also the playoff as well. Probably going to be a much bigger team than us. So I doubt we'll be playing Champions League football next season, but if we do finish second, we've got a strong chance of playing Europa League football next season, of course. So that'll be absolutely great. And also, one thing that's very important, especially for us that we're in debt, is look at the prize money as well. There's a big difference between second and third there. 70k worth of prize money difference between second and third, which obviously will make the difference as well, especially with a team in financial difficulty. Anyway, let's get to the first game then. Actually, before we get to the first game, let's check out the recent results, shall we? That's probably a better idea. Since the last episode, obviously, the last episode was a bit of a disaster. We lost away to Rapid Vienna 3-1, and then at home to LASK 1-0. We did salvage something from that episode, though, beating Wolfsberger 1-0 away from home. And since then, we've won 4 games and drawn 1, which is absolutely fantastic. We actually played Salzburg at home in the next game, and we almost won it. And now when I look back on it, if we'd won that game, we'd only be 2 points behind Salzburg with 3 games to go. So it's kind of devastating the fact that we conceded in the 94th minute. We actually went 1-0 up in this game for Fischer-Auer. They made it 1-1 through that man, Benjamin Sesko. Pekar made it 2-1 in the 77th minute. How we were 2-1 up, I have no idea. We didn't deserve to be 2-1 up, not at all. And then in the 94th minute, just before the final whistle, they had a free kick literally on the line. And yeah, they buried it through Seawold. So that was really disappointing now I look back on it. But all in all, we can't expect us to beat Salzburg away from home as well. We'll get to that in a second. But we shouldn't have won this. We shouldn't have drawn this game, sorry. As you see here, 8 shots, 6 on target, compared to their 17 shots and 9 on target. We did do quite well in the second half, though. But you see there, from the first half, we had 1 shot on target, went 1-0 up, nothing else in the game. And late on in the game there, both of us was creating some chances, quite end-to-end stuff. But let's be honest, we're quite lucky to get a draw, so we cannot complain too much. So to be 2-1 up and get home to Salzburg with only a minute to go, to draw 2-2 was rather disappointing, but it is what it is. After that, though, we had a good win at home to SV Ried, beat them 1-0. Took to the 86th minute, though, to Jukic to get the first goal, but he did score the goal, and we won the game 1-0, not too spectacularly. But after that, he beat Rapid Vienna again for the second time this season, beat them 2-0 at home. Jukic on the score sheet again, and Yatiki on the score sheet. And then, biggest shock of the season so far, we beat Salzburg 2-1 away from home. Juricin with 2 goals in the first half. One was a penalty. They made it 2-1, just 3 minutes into the second half through Sesko, and I thought that was it for us. I thought we were going to lose the game, to be honest, but somehow we held on. There was no sort of tactical masterclass in this game from me, not by any stretch. It was just pure luck, basically, the fact that we won this game. I don't know how we won this game. Actually, look at here now. They had 20 shots, 9 on target in the game. We had 4 shots, only 3 on target, but we won the game 2-1. So it was a brilliant, brilliant win. Not a win we deserved, but us winning that game kept us in the title race. If Salzburg won this game, I think they would have secured the title already. So it kept things interesting for a little bit at least. At least we know we can actually beat Salzburg. We've beaten them once this season, drawn twice, and only lost once. So certainly doing better against them than I thought we would. But still, I highly doubt we can win the title. We have to win every single one of our games, to be honest, and hope Salzburg slip up in a couple of them. So that seems very unlikely. But we can win the first game away to LASK, and Salzburg somehow drop points to SV Ried, then we can really start to think that we can secure the title. Anyway, let's get to the first one then, away to LASK. This is our 5th time playing them this season. We're still yet to beat them. Drawn once and lost 3 times. So I'm very nervous about this game. They're certainly our Bergie team. Anyway, in terms of the team, so you've got Fruchtel in goal, Tegel right back, El Shiwi left back, Moreland Handel centre back. So we've got Djukic, Damaku and Fischer in midfield. Bakar on the right, Juricin on the left, and Shuranov up front. So the good news is Tegel is back in the team. I'm certainly taking a massive risk here today, starting him. I'm probably going to play him for 90 minutes as well, because he's just back from injury a couple of days ago. Unfortunately, our other right back, Marvin Martin's got a slight injury as well, and also Tegel is just so important for us. So we have to risk him today. If we are leading the game 2 or 3-0, say by 60 minutes mark, I can play Handel at right back because he can play there and bring Martel on, I guess. But it's certainly a risk. I really hope he doesn't get injured today. Fruchtel, by the way, has been a really solid keeper for us. I am 100% looking to extend his loan or even potentially sign him on a permanent transfer because I've been really, really happy with him. He's a very good player. Last 5 games, 7.34. Very, very solid. And also a bit of news about our youngster, Dietl, the 15-year-old centre-back. He's definitely being called up to the first team next season. I've changed my mind. He's 3.5 stars, actually 5 stars. He cannot be playing in the under-18s for a season, can he? Let's be honest. He's well above his level there. He needs to be in the first team, and he certainly will be next season. Anyway, it's about the present right now. We've got LASK away from home. Can we finally beat them in our 5th ever game against them? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. As I said, our record against LASK this season has not been great at all. And 3 minutes in, we got our first highlight of the match. By the way, Shuranov, our striker, he's still only scored 3 goals this since we signed him. Remember, those was in 1 game as well. He scored a hat-trick, and ever since then, he hasn't scored a single goal. So he's not really impressing. Juricin, though, scored 2 goals against Salzburg to get us the win. Here is Shuranov, though. Back to Damaku. I don't think we're taking the lead against LASK in any of the games. We drew 1 game against them, but we was down twice in that game. So, be surprised if we take the lead here. But Djukic, a bit wide, but it's a big chance for us early on. Ooh, dangerous looking tackle. Djukic still got it though. Crosses it in. Shuranov. Oh, he almost scored another goal. Poor Shuranov. Please remember, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're interested in seeing daily FootballManager content, then hit that subscribe button. It really helped me out as well, and it's much appreciated. So we had an early chance then. We're absolutely dominating this game, by the way. 7 shots, 4 on target. LASK yet to have a shot in the game. Should be 1-0 up with those sort of stats, to be honest. Should be 1-0 up. Keep an eye on the other scorelines as well. Wolfsberger, Rapid Vienna are 1-1. That's a good result for us. They draw that game. That'd be a really good result for us. To be honest, I'm just not really focusing on the title unless, as I said, we win this game and Salzburg draw or lose to SV Ried, which seems unlikely, to be honest. But did they lose at home? I think they lost at home to them, or they drew at home to them. So certainly an opportunity, but still extremely unlikely. If we win the title in our first season, this would be one of my biggest achievements in the first season of FootballManager, to be honest, because we particularly finished 6th, not even thinking about the title. If we go on and do it, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Anyway, here's Fischer. Big chance. Wasted chance. Wasted. We've dominated this first half and, well, we really should be going into half-time leading the game, to be honest. That's kind of disappointing. Well. We don't like to play them, do we? Don't like it at all. You know what? Thrashing the arms about. No, I'm going to point the finger. Right, here we go. Second half underway. The midfield are playing really well today. Really, really well. Is El Shiwi. I've made a decision about El Shiwi as well. I think I'm going to try and loan him out next season. He still needs to develop a bit more. We need a better left back than El Shiwi next season, that is for sure. And he's either going to play Young Violets Austria, of course, who play in the first division, or I'll loan him out to a Premier Division side. We'll see where he can go. Anyway, here's Shuranov. He might be offside. It's saved anyway. I think he is offside. Is he not? No, it's corner. Yeah, sure enough, we definitely need another striker as well. Certainly lots of places need to strengthen, but that might not be possible with the money here. But we shall see what happens. Anyway, that was a pathetic corner from Teagle, that. Can't even beat the first man. Absolute filth. This is our biggest chance to beat LASK in the series so far. Dominated the game. Absolutely dominated it. Unfortunately, we cannot score a goal. Anyway, Lucas Moore and a yellow card and a 6.5 scares me a little bit. So we'll take him off. Bring on Martel for him. And also Bakar. He's useless, he is. I'm telling you. Absolutely useless. Let's bring Yatiki on for him. I'm well looking forward to trying to sign some forward players next season. Tell you that much. Juricin, sure enough, having good games today, but unable to hit the back of the net. Let's take Fisher off. We'll bring on Fisher-Rauer. And I'll bring on Mester as well for sure enough. 15 minutes to go. Less than 15 minutes to go. We've dominated this game. 5 minutes to go. Oh my God, we're back on the highlight. You know what? Knowing our luck, we're probably going to lose now. Haven't seen anything from them in the entire game. Nothing. And here they come. Oh, the only save you've got here is outside the box. Dominated the game. Absolutely dominated it. By far the better team. It's no penalty. It's a free kick though, in a dangerous position. But we're not going to win the game. Let's at least not lose it. Frontal saves it easily. 3 minutes added time to go. Looks like it's going to end up being a 0-0 draw, which is disappointing. We've dominated the game. Yeah, disappointing draw. Very disappointing. We're still yet to beat LASK. That was our biggest chance. That was by far our best performance against them. 5 times we played them this season. We're yet to beat them, so shocking. It was a good team performance in terms of the match rating, so that is a positive at least. And also the fact that Salzburg dropped points to SV Ried as well. They drew 0-0, so that was a great chance for us to go 2 points behind with 3 games to go. So we've blown it there, haven't we? Absolutely blown it. And also Wolfsberger Rapid Vienna drew, so we had a great chance there to go, 4 points clear Rapid Vienna. So really disappointing, really disappointing. I guess the only silver lining is the fact that we didn't win, and neither did any other team in the championship group. So I guess that's something at least. But we should have won. We should have won that game. So that's very unfortunate. Oh, there's Europa League. It plopped up. Europa League place goes to the league. So yeah, Salzburg took it basically because of the Austrian Cup win. But anyway, 2 games to go. It seems extremely unlikely now we can win the title, doesn't it? We need to win our final 2 games, and Salzburg need to lose their final 2 games. Who are they playing, just out of interest? We're playing away to Rapid Vienna, then at home to LASK. So they can lose to Rapid Vienna. And we beat SV Ried, and we go into the final game with a chance. Still unlikely. They're probably going to beat LASK at home, because we're the only team who seems to struggle against them, to be honest. But yeah, it seems like the league title is over with, but we could still try and secure second place. If we win our final 2 games of the season, we're guaranteed second place. If we get 4 points as well, we're pretty much guaranteed second place as well, due to our goal difference over Rapid. What has happened to Rapid Vienna's goal difference, by the way? They actually had a good goal difference at one point. They must have got battered by someone. Don't know. Maybe I'm making things up. I have no idea. But anyway, guys, make sure you stick around, because coming up next is away to SV Ried. Okay, here we are. It's time for the penultimate game of the first season here. Away to SV Ried, who are arguably, well, they're definitely the weakest team in the championship group in terms of calibre. Of course, they're sitting 5th in the league over LASK, and also they've got a chance to still finish 4th in the league. So maybe they're not as weak as I first thought, but away from home, we should have a good chance to win the game here. And realistically, we have to win the game. We've got any chance of securing the title. But not just that, we need to stay ahead of Rapid Vienna, of course, and also Wolfsberger. So it's important we win this game. If Salzburg do win their game against Rapid Vienna, though, then they have secured the title for sure. They'll be 5 points clear. Only a game to go, depending on what we do, of course. Anyway, let's get to the game then. I was actually going to play young wonder kid Tom Dieter in this game. But unfortunately, he's not registered for the league, of course, because he went past the registration date when obviously we announced new intake of youth players. So he's not going to feature this season, but next season you're going to see a lot of detail. But anyway, in terms of the team sheet, made 1 change, I think. No, 2 changes from the last game. Martel comes into the team in place of Lucas Mull, who is suspended, too many yellow cards. And also Yatiki comes in on the right in place of the useless Bakar. So SV Ried away from home. We have to win this game. Will we do it? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. Coming to this match with 6 matches unbeaten, but we can't let up now. Of course, if we lose the final 2 games of the season, we could end up finishing in 4th place. So we don't want that, not by any means. So we need to have a good performance here. And we haven't started off great, has to be said. Only 1 shot in the entire game so far for both teams. And this game is absolutely racing by. It's happened a few times this season, actually, in the Austrian League. The game's just absolutely raced by. We're slowly growing into the game now, but it's almost half-time already. And Salzburg are actually beating Rapid Vienna 2-0 away from home. So it looks like the title is going back to Salzburg again. What a shock that is. Anyway, finally get a highlight in the game. Here's Yatiki. Out to Tegel. 13 assists down the left, right-hand side this season. Crosses it in. It's cleared though. But El Shiwi's going to get there. Probably not going to be playing the next season, El Shiwi. He's a little bit more development. So, and hopefully the season after he'll come back and be our starting left back. We shall see. But right now, I'm not too impressed with his ability, to be honest. He's still getting better though, which is great. As I said, I just think he needs 1 more year to really become our number 1 left back. But here he is anyway, trying to prove me wrong. To pass it to Fischer. Lovely ball to Djukic. One of our best players, Djukic. No surprise, he's a wanted man. Very wayward pass there though, but Tegel keeps it in. Passes it back to Djukic. Passes it back to Tegel. Come on, boys, take a lead before half time. Djukic! What was that? What was that? What was that cross? That was horrendous. Well, Salzburg are winning 3-0 now, so I think it's safe to say that they've won the title, but big chance for us as well. We win this game, I think we effectively secure 2nd place, so come on. Tegel. The late stages in this first half have been really dominating by us. Here's Damaku to Fischer. He shoots. Very bizarre shot. Anyway, better team in the game again. But it's 0-0 again at half time. Thrashing the arms about this time. Come on, boys. Let's get a grip here. Just 2 minutes into the second half, we get another highlight. The game really has started to liven up. Oh, my word. Not again. Not that stuff again. Oh, my word. Thank goodness for that. Well, even if we draw the game, it's probably going to be enough for us to secure 2nd place, but let's get the win and just get it official. Here's Handel to El Shiwi. To Fischer. Now here's Juricin. Nice. Sure enough, will we ever see you score a goal again? We will see you score a goal. He finally scores another goal. Finally, Eric Shuranov. He's back. He's back. Well, I say he's back. He never really turned up. He turned up in 1 game, literally. That was it. But he finally scores another goal. Great ball there from Juricin. It was on the volley as well, I think it was. Lovely finish, actually. Lovely finish. Gets in there. 1-0. Finally take the lead in one of these games in the episode here. And as it stands, we're guaranteed 2nd place. Unless something disastrous happens in the Rapid Vienna. Well, I say something disastrous happens. If anything that happens there is obviously a benefit for us. Because if Rapid Vienna go on to win the game, then we're still in a chance of winning the title. So, shouldn't complain too much, really, should I? Eric Martel is nervous and he got a yellow card. Problem is, haven't really got a centre-back on the bench. Well, we've got Galval. You know what, let's bring on Galval. He's got to do a job at centre-back, surely. Also, Yatiki, one of the right wingers. The right wingers are not impressive at all, are they? Let's be honest. Put Picard there again, not like he's much great. And also, we take Damaku off. Bring on Bernaldo as well. Bit of news about Bernaldo as well. He hasn't really impressed me this season at all, to be honest. He hasn't really developed at all either. He's still only 20, just turned 20, so I'm looking to loan him out next season, or he'll play in the Young Violets Austria for a season. We'll see how he develops, but he hasn't developed at all this season, so I want to replace him next season, to be honest, in the first team. Anyway, here's El Shiwi. Another one I'm looking to loan out. He passes it to Fischer. Passes it. Picard! You don't score goals. Nah, you don't score goals. Must be seeing things. He don't score. He's useless. As I said, definitely not renewing his loan. Or Ohio's. Absolutely terrible they are. Oh no, Teagle's injured. Let's take him off. Bring Martins on. Alright, 15 minutes to go. As I said, as it stands, we are guaranteed to finish in 2nd place, which is absolutely fantastic for the first season. Absolutely brilliant. 5 minutes to go though. Here's Bakar. It's not over yet, of course. Here's Martins. A 2nd goal though might be over, but Graga gets there just in front of Shuranov. Now here's Hingsamer to Stosic. Back to Hingsamer. It's a pretty cool name, isn't it? Hingsamer. It's definitely not pronounced like that, but it's a cool name nonetheless. Here he is again. We've yet to see anything from Ried in the game. And I was going to say they might score here, but we intercept their chance. And now here's Bakar. Pass it to Shuranov. Let's make it 2-0. Wrap up the win here. It's Benoda to Fisher. Now here's Shuranov again. To Fisher. Now here's Djukic. Cross it in. Shuranov! Oh, great save from the keeper. Should be 2-0. Well, when Shuranov turns up, he turns up, doesn't he? When he turns up, he turns up. If he doesn't do anything. Got a long throw chance here, though, have we? It's Galval to take it. Another one who might not be at the club next season. We shall see about him. He's one hell of a moaning motor, I'll put it that way. And he's very inconsistent as well. Cross it in, though. No. A few minutes to go. Let's at least hold on to this 1-0 win. Here's Djukic. It's kind of criminal when he scored 1 goal in the episode so far, to be honest. We've dominated both games. Got another highlight here. I'm going to start to time waste a little bit, actually. Put the tempo down lower as well. Slow the pace down. Martins were throwing into Djukic. Back to Martins. He crosses it in. Juricin. No. Oh, they're going to hit us in the counter, are they? No, they're not. Handel gets there. Now here's Djukic. Shuranov for his second goal of the game. Definitely not. Not from that angle. Goes, no. Come on, just a couple minutes to go. Can we hold on? Dominated the game again like we dominated LASK. Oh my word. Don't you dare tell me. Don't you dare tell me. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness. Is that the first time we've seen a highlight from them in the game? Still a couple minutes to go, yet. Salzburg has secured the title, unfortunately for us, but it's a good win. 1-0 win. Happy with that. Should have been more than 1-0, but we cannot complain. We won the game. 2 clean sheets in the episode as well so far. Fructal was really impressed since he came in. You know what? Dare I say, he might be actually better than Pence, to be honest. He's been really, really impressive. Really, really happy with him. Good team performance as well. Really happy with that performance there. Only 1-0, but got to take it. And I think that secured second place, which is great. That takes us into the Champions League qualifying for next season. I still don't expect us to qualify for the Champions League for next season, of course. It's going to be very tricky what teams we get in the qualifying phases there. But we shall see. Got to be in it to win it, haven't you? So that is great. We're 5 points clear Rapid Vienna now with only a game to go. So we're guaranteed to finish in second place, which is absolutely lovely. Still got 1 game to go, though. Damaku's out for 1 to 3 days. So is George Teagle. Not really a surprise there, though. It doesn't really matter at all. But yeah, we secured second place, which is great. Well, 1 more game to play, though. Home to Wolfsberger. Make sure you stick around. We've got a final game of Season 1 coming up. Okay, here we are. It's time for the final game of Season 1 at home to Wolfsberger. Of course, we've already secured second place, which is actually, you know what, for the first season, I'm ecstatic with that. I'm very, very ecstatic with that. We've finished second in the league, and it's been a very successful season. It didn't start off too well, of course, when we got knocked out of the Europa Conference League to Feyenoord, and then we got knocked out of the Austrian FA Cup in the 3rd round to LASK as well. But in terms of the Austrian Premier Division in the league, it's gone really, really well. So very, very happy. Couldn't have asked for a better start than that, to be honest. And yeah, things are going really well with Austria Vienna, and I'm very happy. Anyway, let's get to this final game of the season then. Hopefully we can end the season on a high. In terms of the team sheet, a couple of changes. Mull comes back into the team in place of Martel. Also, Brenoda comes in for Damaku, who's suspended. And Joseph Prost starts the game as well in place of Yatiki. Anyway, Wolfsberger at home, the final game of the season. Can we end the season on a high? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. Also, make sure you stick around to the end, guys, because after this game, I'm going to do a little bit of a season review and also discuss some of my plans for the upcoming season as well. Anyway, 16 minutes into this game. It's been very lively so far in terms of chances created, but we're yet to see a highlight again. I just don't think FootballManager likes the Austrian Premier Division, to be honest. There's just no highlights in the games. It's crazy. It's just, already the first half is almost over again. What's happening? Not a blockbuster to end the season, is it? What on earth is going on here? Half time already. What on earth is happening? Not happy. Not happy again. Will we see a highlight in the game at least? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, 55 minutes in, we're still yet to see a highlight. Hey, 60 minutes in, we get our first highlight of the game. Teagle with a long throw. Shuranov almost got to there, I think. Comes back to Teagle, though. Here he is. Crosses it in. Shuranov for his 5th goal of the season. Yes, get in there. Get in there. See, Shuranov is starting to come good towards the end of the season now. 2 goals and 2 for him. As I said, though, we need another striker, that is for sure. Need some help out there for him. But he's starting to look good as a little bit of a backup striker, isn't he? A little bit of an option there, so that's great. I was really worried about him, actually. He's only got a hat-trick in 1 game and no goals in the other 10 or so. But he ended the season quite well, which is very nice. 1-0 up against Wolfsberger. Got to be happy with that. Let's make a couple of changes here. El Shiri's having a poor game. We'll take him off. Well, actually, we won't take him off because I got Galval on the bench, so I can't take him off. Who can I take off here, though? I can take off Jurichin. He's tired. Bring on your Tiki for him. Bring Fischer-Ara on as well. Bring him on for Fischer. You know, I'll give young Mester a go up front as well. Mester, I don't think he's not going to be in the first team next season either. He's just nowhere near ready for first team football, judging by his attributes. He's just nowhere near the standard. So, even going to be back in the Young Violets Austria next season, probably. Another couple of changes here. I'll bring Pekar on for Pros. And I'll bring on Martins for Tegel as well. 18 minutes to go. Can we end the season off with another win? That'd be great. Comfortable 2nd place finish as well. We do win this game. 5 points clear Rapid Vienna, which is very nice towards the end. It hasn't been that comfortable the entire season, has it? We've been floating around the top 4 most of the season, though, it has to be said. So we've done really well. Really, really happy with this first season, as I said. Really, really happy. And it looks like we're going to end the season with a win. We do. Get in there. 1-0 win. Shuranov with the goal. Shuranov with both goals in the last 2 games. Didn't concede a single goal in this episode as well. That's great to see. Fructor, as I said, he's made a difference in goal. Pence was a great keeper for us, but I was very worried when we lost him for 2.1 million. But Fructor has come in and really, really replaced him. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with this end of the season here. Very happy indeed. So that is the end of season 1, of course. Finished 2nd in the league. I'm very, very happy with that. I thought we might struggle to even get in a championship group, to be honest. Obviously, we finished 6th, which is the final place in the group. But we've surpassed expectations quite nicely, actually, finishing in 2nd place. Of course, we haven't signed too many players at all. We signed Shuranov in January, and we brought in Fructor on loan as well, and that is it. So I'm actually quite proud of myself finishing 2nd in the league. Obviously, it's not the biggest deal in the world, of course, 2nd in the league, Austria Vienna, but just finished 6th, in debt, no money to spend, and we've done it in our first season. Almost won the title as well, so I'm very, very happy with this first season. The other competitions were pretty much non-existent, to be fair. Maybe that helped us a little bit in our way, but yeah, very happy with the first season. Let's check out the new arrivals as well. Not too many new arrivals. Well, these 2 apparently are new arrivals. I didn't sign them though. Schiffel, he's got the highest average rating of 7.58, but he's firmly 4th choice centre-back, and he hasn't played a game since the first couple of months, to be honest. He's not very good, but he's not moaning at all, which is great, and as a 4th choice centre-back, can't go wrong. He's quite decent defensive-wise, but physically he's not great at all. As I said before about him, 10 strength for being 6'6" is just disgraceful. And only a 14 jumping reach as well. I don't quite know what's going on with him. 6'6", he's not an massive aerial threat. 12 heading, 10 bravery, 14 jumping reach, and 10 strength. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, does it? It doesn't add up, but anyway, he's got the highest average rating, but I think it's clear to say that he's not the best new arrival. Lucas Mull has been a great new arrival for the club. I did not sign him though, 7.37, but Mull, he might be leaving us, to be honest, because he's a good centre-back. He's a great centre-back at this level, done really well, great season. He's a wanted man though. He's wanted by a fair few clubs. Gladbach, Hanover, Cagliari, Sampdoria, etc. And the reason why I might sell him is because he's asking for a ridiculous amount of wages at this level, of course. Something we cannot afford right now, and his contract expires end of the season. So with young Dietl coming to the first team, Mull might be sold. We shall see, but I expect to sell him, to be honest. At the moment, I'm thinking about selling him. So he might leave us, but great signing, great centre-back nonetheless. Fructal, though, in terms of the 2 players I brought in, it's these 2 here, Fructal and Shuranov. I'm going to give it to Fructal because he's been very solid in that goal. 14 games played, 7.14, been a great keeper for us. As I said, I'm trying to look to extend his loan or also potentially sign him on a permanent transfer. Only worth 50k to 500k. I have to see how much money we get to spend yet in the next transfer window. So it might be another loan signing, to be honest. His contract expires end of the season with Bayern Munich. So we'll see about that, but I might just try and sign him on loan because he's been very, very solid for us, and I'm very, very happy with him. Also, Shuranov looked a bit dodgy, it has to be said, but at the end of the day, at the end of the season, he scored 5 goals in 11 games. So that's pretty good. Almost 1 in 2. Obviously, one of those was a hat-trick. But all in all, he's been quite successful. 210k. Quite happy with him. He's still developing as well. So hopefully becomes a very good player for us. The rest of the signings here are all players that I did not sign, of course. I only signed these 2 in January, Fruchtel and Shuranov. And both have been quite successful. Well, in terms of the season results, a few results stand out for me, to be honest. And that is, well, beating Wolfsberger 4-0 at home was absolutely fantastic. Also, beating Rapid Vienna away from home, wherever that is. Beating them 2-0 away from home, that was brilliant. And also, beating Salzburg 2-1 away from home was a fantastic result. And it was a great end to the season as well, wasn't it? It started off absolutely terribly to the Championship group. We ended up going unbeaten for the other 8 games, winning 6 of them and drawing 2. So really ended the season really high. Top goal scorer was Juricin with 12 goals. I think that tells a story about the striker problem here, the forward problem. Shouldn't really be a top goal scorer with 12 goals. But he's been quite good nonetheless. In terms of the Europa Conference League, of course, we got knocked out to Feyenoord, but it was always really tricky to get through them in the Europa Conference League. So that was disappointing, but also expected. In the Austrian FA Cup as well, making excuses again, but we did get 2 very tricky draws there. We got Sturm Graz away from home in the second round, which of course was very difficult. Got through them though after on penalties, sorry. Then we backed that up with a third round game away to LASK, which of course is very difficult as well. So yes, we got knocked out early in the Europa Conference League. We didn't even qualify for the Europa Conference League, sorry, and knocked out early in the Austrian FA Cup. But we did have 2 very tricky draws in there. We're not going to make any sort of excuses. Moments to remember. Well, 4-0 win at home to Wolfsberg was very nice, but I think the moment to remember was a 2-1 away win to Salzburg. That was brilliant. And also 2-0 away to Rapid Vienna as well. Match to remember is 3-1 home win against Hartberg. I have no idea why. Why is that a match to remember? I have no idea. And goal of the season goes to Fischerauer with his goal against Salzburg. The finances, well, let's check this out. Well, see here, everything's in the green, so that's great. Well, everything's in the green because everything's not applicable. So, of course, everything's in the green. But, obviously, the finances here are not great at the club. But, hopefully, it can improve over time. And it does help a lot when you've got financial trouble, when you've got a great youth system. So, that really does help. In terms of shirt sales, Grunwald has sold the most shirts, even though he hasn't featured pretty much in any game all season. He's leaving us end of the season as well. Juricin, Djukic, Fischer and Mull, though, they're 4 very key players for us. And only one of them is probably going to leave, and that's probably going to be Mull. The other 3 I'm certainly looking to keep around, that is for sure. How I lined up as well. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I want to sign for next season. Well, first things first, as you see here from the back 5, obviously Fruchtel was not there, Pence is there, but I'm very happy with these 4 players here. Of course, Mull is probably going to leave, but young Dieter is probably going to take his place, to be honest. And also got a young centre-back in the B team as well. I'm going to call it to the first team as well. So, right back, centre-backs and goalkeeper, very happy with. Of course, Fruchtel is effectively going to be another signing if we get him on loan again or sign him permanently. But left-back, I'm certainly looking for a new left-back. Galval is not good enough, that is for sure. El Shiwi needs to develop a little bit more, and Antovsky is not good enough either, so I need at least 1 left back, possibly 2. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to have to dip into the loan market, try and bring some players in. In terms of centre midfield, well, these 3 I'm very happy with. The average ratings don't stand out amazing, to be honest, but I'm very happy with them. Djukic, Fischer and Damaku, fairly consistent all season. We've got Fischerauer there as well, who's quite a decent backup. We've also got another player joining us end of the season on a free transfer. It looks quite good. But I'm trying to look to loan out Bernalda, who's not been quite good enough this season. Needed developing a little bit more. I'll try and bring another centre midfielder in as well. So 1 more centre midfielder, a left back as well. In terms of the forward options, well, as you see here, it's an absolute disaster. Mester with 6.69, a higher with a 6.64. We're desperate for a right winger, that is for sure. I need at least 1 right winger, possibly 2. And I also need 1 striker as well, and possibly even a left winger as well. So I don't know how I'm going to do this with the money we're going to get to spend, but I'm going to need to dip into the loan market. I need to do something because up front especially, that is the main priority. That and a left back, to be honest. I need to strengthen there, that is for sure. In terms of the accolades, well, no surprise here. Fans player of the season is George Teagle, who's been absolutely brilliant this season. Young player of the season is Johan Handel. Bit questionable seeing as he's 24, but anyway, we'll give it to him. Signing of the season goes to Shuranov. Not that there's too much players to battle there. He's the only permanent signing of the season. So, of course, he's going to be signing of the season. Goal of the season goes to Fischerauer. Top goal scorer is Juricin with 13 goals. You know, that's quite decent for the left winger. So, we can get a striker up front who can bang in the goals for us. We can be an even better team next season. George Teagle with 16 assists, which was very nice. 10 player of the matches as well. Highest average rating of the club as well. So, George Teagle, by far our best player of the season. And we need to make sure we keep him about as well. He also got the worst discipline as well. 5 yellow cards and 1 red card. But yeah, that is the season review. Of course, that is very nice. Do we see anything about the board set initial budgets? No, we don't, not just yet. So I guess that's going to be a surprise for me. We'll see how much money we need to spend. Not a lot, I should imagine. But as I said, need to dip into the loan market. The forward line definitely needs strengthening, and also need another left back as well. But that is it for season 1. Make sure you join me for the next episode, guys, and that'll feature a game to start season 2 as well, and also discuss some new transfers, some call-ups to the first team from the B team and under 18s. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Can we go one step further next season and actually win the title? Well, it might sound silly, but how could we done this season? It's certainly possible. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the video, to hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button, please, guys. It really helped me out. And it much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.